If you have ice outside, then you're going to want these. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. I am cold here. We have snow and ice on the ground, and it gets pretty slippery, and thus gets pretty dangerous. And so you want to not slip around. And I actually was looking online, and I saw this video of these boots that had these like deployable cleats out of the bottom. And I thought that was actually really smart. And I looked up the company, and the boots started like $300. And I was like, what? I mean, I could just buy a heated driveway for that kind of money. But I did find on Amazon this pair of boots, and they should be in this orientation here, much, much cheaper. But there's some interesting things that you should know about them. So the first thing is they look like kind of your regular outdoor boots that kind of got this high top, you know, like your old Converse shoes. But what they are made out of is some sort of like soft nylon. They actually feel a lot like that soft padded pleather boot that you would pull on up to your knee that didn't have any laces or zippers or anything. And so it's pretty soft. You can see we have a little bit of this fleece lining right there. So it's kind of like a fleece vest. I mean, they're definitely meant for cold weather. And this tongue opens up here. We have zippers on either side. That's how it closes up. Now, one thing I want to show you is right here. It says 11. I wear a size 10 US. And I bought a size 10 and they felt like a size 9. And I was like, what? So I actually ordered a second set of these in 11 and these are perfect. So if you are an American living in America and you're going to buy this from this listing, just keep in mind that you're going to want to go a size up. At least that's my experience right now with these. All right. So you can see, I think this is going to be all waterproof and I've put my feet in here. I think you're actually going to want to be a little larger in size anyway, because you might be wearing a thick sock. You know, something that's going to take up a little more space. But I think those will be good for just kind of walking around. They're not unstylish. They don't look like a snow boot. On the bottom, we have kind of like a big Doc Marten type of sole here. Pretty thick rubber. I mean, it smells like rubber. It smells like, kind of like a car tire. Not as pungent maybe, but definitely has some smell to it. But on the bottom here, we have this cleat right in the heel. Now I want to show you because on this side, we have a similar cleat and might be a little hard to see there. They're kind of dark, a little gunmetal here. But what happens is this cleat is deployable. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of bend it over like this. You can see right there. And now it's smooth and it's below the tread. And it has this little tab here. It's really stiff. So it's not something that's going to flip out and you're going to step on it like a kickstand, at least not at the very beginning. So what I've noticed is that with my naked finger, it kind of hurts a little bit because there's a lot of pressure and you have to pull it up. It's probably a little easier with a key or something like that. If you're wearing a glove on your hand, it's probably going to be even more comfortable, and that's probably going to be pretty similar. You can see how it kind of pulls out there, and then you can snap it into place, and it stays there as well. But you've got that little tooth there, so you can kind of get your finger under it, and you can see here, it's a little hard to move, which you want it to be hard to move, right? You don't want this thing deploying or collapsing inadvertently. So once it's out, what you might be able to see here against my face is that we have basically 5 little teeth, 4 there, 1 there, and that is going to be just a little bit of a spikage to dig into that ice so that you don't slip around, so that you don't fall and break your neck. Now, I am going to test and see if this works because I haven't tried them yet. I've only put them on and I've said, hey, they feel pretty warm, pretty comfortable, but we're going to give them a try on the snow and ice that has fallen because right now I walked on the driveway and it's a little bit dangerous. And if you are someone who might deliver packages or work outside a lot, or just walk out in the parking lot to the car, or maybe you're shoveling the driveway, something like this just might save your neck and your bum and a broken wrist or something like that. The one thing that I'm a little concerned about is that you deploy this, you go walking on the ice, you do your thing, and you kind of forget about it, and you come in and you start stepping on concrete, you step on the floor in your house, and you've got those little spikes out there. So when you're taking these off, you're going to want to close them back up into the more of the walking boot shape here. So I definitely think that someone could forget which way they are deployed. That's just kind of the nature of it. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you walk on your hardwood floors and cut them up, I'm not at fault. Not my issue. All right. So now what we have to do is go out and walk in these and then see if the little spike actually keeps me from falling on the ice. All right, so this is the ice situation we have here, and it may not look that bad, but it's just so freaking cold. It's like 11 or 12 degrees right now. And so anywhere that initial snow got compacted down, it's just turned into like an ice, basically, sheet, and you can't scrape it up, and it is super slippery. And the other problem is it's not smooth. It's like really rough because for the first day or so, it was still kind of warm, right? You can see these tire tracks in here, but now all this stuff is super hard, and you can see me slipping around. And anywhere that, people are delivering packages, I feel sorry for them, or walking up this driveway, it's really slippery. And if you fall, it's gonna hurt because you've got all these things that are just sticking up. Man, that's gonna hurt. Anyway, I was out taking the garbage out the other day and just kind of walking like flat-footed like this just to stay up, and I'm kind of doing that right now, even though these boots on the little regular ground that I have here are really grippy. The tread is good. On here, you're kind of doing that kind of old man walk, you know what I'm saying? Like the flat foot, right? You're not really rolling off of the toe. That's actually one of the things I was thinking about with these, is that the little cleat might be better off on the toe. So I just want to show you, I can kind of walk, but I can kind of do this like shuffle thing, because if I do any more than this, I am definitely afraid of falling, because I am just moving around here, right? Sliding around. Okay, let's go ahead and deploy these cleats and see if it makes any difference. So I got one there. All right. Actually, this foot already feels, it's only on the heel, but man, that feels more secure enough that I can do this by standing on the other one. All right. Okay. What am I thinking? I'm still a little hesitant to walk hard or fast, but I tell you what, man. All right. So your toe is still loose, right? And I think as you're walking, you're kind of rolling off the toe. But when you are walking on ice, you are doing a little bit of this flat-footed thing. I would actually think the cleat might be better off in the toe. I know there are those like elastic wraps that you can put around your toe, but the cleat here on the heel, I'm a little surprised that I'm not moving really. I can kind of force it to kind of lift up and move out, but otherwise, if I were on my toes, right, it would just slide all over the place. But man, it makes a pretty big difference. Although I can definitely see the benefit of having a cleat on the front, because even though my heel feels pretty secure, I can kind of pivot my toe around, right? So, but I'll tell you what, just walking on this, it feels massively different, which is funny because that cleat is not very long. I'd call it 3 or 4 millimeters, and this is pretty uneven. If this were flat, like I was walking on frozen pond water or something that's perfectly flat, I think that cleat would bite even more. I think in some of these areas where there's a gap and it's holding my foot up, like on here, this is probably the least comfortable walking, because I don't necessarily feel like I'm getting a good bite into the ice here, but I'm still getting a bite. Like right here, very smooth. Ooh, very slippery. If I put my heel there, okay, I'm gonna stand on one foot here if I can, and now kind of move around, and that's not moving around. If I just put my toe on there, it's hard to just keep it in place because it is like oiled ground, right? But the heel in there, yeah, I feel comfortable enough to flamingo myself. Okay, so that's pretty impressive. I would say that, I like having this option of flipping out this cleat here and having a little bit more security, especially when you don't have a choice. You're wearing some shoes like this, you're walking around, trying to get stuff done, you experience some ice, and you are trying to figure out how to stay safe. It's probably not the best solution, but it's better than nothing, and it's something you can always have because you don't actually have to, carry anything extra. You don't have to carry around those little add-ons. However, I would say they could be improved in a couple ways. If they had a front cleat too that I could flip out, that would even make me feel a little bit better. And even though these shoes are very warm because of the fleece, and they're very comfortable because they're very soft, the problem with them is you don't have a lot of support. So like regular boots have a pretty thick, pleather or vinyl or leather. And so even though they're pretty secure, you don't get a lot of security in kind of using the boot like a ski boot to kind of brace yourself. So even though this boot might not move, your leg might. If you're taking, some ice or something like that, and the boot doesn't move and your body moves, it's just not like a super secure hiking boot or anything. It is very much as much support as you would get with a tennis shoe. So, which is to say not a lot, but they are warm. I'll give you that. And on this ice, look at that, man. Not moving. If I get on my toes, oh yeah, I can move. I could moonwalk, but if I put my heels down, I'm stuck. So these are really cheap. I mean, they were 90% less than some of those boots that were hundreds of dollars. I think I got these for like $34 or $40 or something. So if you're looking for something where you have that flip out cleat, a little bit of extra protection this winter when you might encounter some ice, I'll put a link to these in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.